Command codes verified. Priority 1 message from Starfleet coming in on secured channel.
I have the pleasure of sitting here with James Cawley himself, the mastermind behind this amazing set. And first of all, I want to thank you for having us here. This was an impromptu little trip that we made, and thank you for the amazing tour that we had. It's never the same twice, which is amazingly delightful.
Good to hear.
And you know, we've actually, several of us have been here before, and that is the recurring theme, is that there's always something new to learn while walking through this set, while looking at the props, learning about the history of Trek, how it was designed. Talk to us a little bit about what it takes to keep the museum alive. You've been now open for how long?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. Well, it is a very passionate labor of love, and I've been learning from Star Trek, my whole life. So as each month, day, passes, we're still learning things about the original show, which helps us keep this fresh and new. We're able to add to the tour, change the tour. This coming summer, some of the rooms are going to be redressed like they were for certain episodes.
Oh, fascinating.
So those people that have been here before will see something new again when they come. We're always adding little things. I've been pulling stuff out of my collection. I've been acquiring more original pieces from the original show. So that stuff will continue. The tour will continue to grow.
Now, let me ask you, with your relationship with CBS, being that this is now an officially licensed CBS museum, does that open the door and give you access to archives, to props?
Well, CBS is great, and they have a great staff, and they have a great archive, and we have a couple, we have the Gorn and the Salt Vampire, which are originally from the Star Trek experience. They're from the archive. I've never really said, hey, what else do you have? Because I've got an extensive collection myself. But I'm sure that, if there was something that we had a basic need for, and we reached out to them and they weren't using it for another display, I'm absolutely sure they would help us out.
We were talking a little bit before the tour. Some people will say, oh, Ticonderoga, where is that? How do I get to it? And yet you have people coming in from Europe, from all around the world.
Listen, I've had them from Israel. I've had them from Europe. We've had them from Japan. We've had them from China. It's amazing, and it continues to build and build as people start becoming more and more aware that we're here. Right. I've never had a tremendous advertising, I don't want to say budget, because I don't have a tremendous budget, but word of mouth, and now that we've been here so long and social media has become such a presence, it's now starting to steamroll, and we're seeing a lot of influx from other countries.
That's amazing. And with that, allows for the possibility of expansion, correct?
Correct. We are actively working on the next generation. We've been planning now for 2 years. We're in the process of finalizing the acquisition of property next door. And once that happens, the gloves are off and away we go.
That's super exciting. That's amazing. Now, I'm curious too, also with, have you seen an influx of attendees with the release of Star Trek Discovery and then now coming up with Picard? Is there an influx happening?
What I'm seeing is a younger demographic. I'm seeing people coming in with their children, and I'm seeing teenagers coming in that say, oh, well, I saw Star Trek Discovery, and so now I wanted to see this. So that's exactly what Star Trek has always been about. A lot of people didn't know the original series until they saw Next Generation. Right. And a lot of the original Star Trek people didn't want Next Generation, and then it became so embraced. And isn't there always a little controversy when a new Star Trek
of course
comes out? But I may not I'm not a big Voyager fan, but there's people that love Voyager. So there's room for everybody at this table, as I say, and Star Trek continues to grow, and that's the cool thing after 53 years.
Absolutely.
It's just insane that we're still sitting in an environment like this and we're able to share it and talk about it with everybody.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Cawley, thank you again so very much for sitting down and talking with us. Is there anything on the horizon that we should be aware of? I know that there's a big Thanksgiving event coming up, right?
There is. There's Treksgiving, and the captain himself, William Shatner, is coming back, and he's going to do tours for the fans, meet and greets on the bridge, and Treksgiving dinner with fried turkey.
That's
cool
amazing.
That,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how can people get information on that and purchase tickets?
It's on our website, which is www.startrektour.com.
Excellent. Thank you again so very much.
Thank you. You guys are always welcome.